So we're just finishing up 1K Black Hole Challenge number 16. So there'll only be 3 more after this. We're up to 700-ish toilet paper. Vaccina is 2/3 of the way to her evolution requirement. So once she reaches that, we'll once she hits 1500, we'll unlock Corona. I've got some vaccines, well, cures, so that's good. Plenty of that to go around. Actually, you know what? I'm too curious. I want to see. No, not yet. No. Maybe. No. Well, I opened this to talk about overflow points because I'm increasingly thinking about doing an overflow challenge when I finish up the last of these. I do want to do more Space Dim, but anyway, let's look at the overflow points for a second. Alright, fine, we're unlocking her. 5% chance every hour. Sick pets can cause other pets to become sick. I have 100 cures. I'm sure that I'm okay. Even if every single hour this triggered, that would be only 24 a day. I'm fine. I think. I'm fine. Alright, we got this. Alright. Let me guess. I have to make every single pet I have sick, and then I can evolve you, right? Evolve, or is it going to be a completely different mechanic that says mutate so that your pets can become sick twice? Alright, let's have a look-see. You know, you're not quite as menacing looking as you should be. A little creepy, but I don't know. I think you like mighty food. I want to keep the vaccine in the growth campaigns for now. Alright, 666. That number's come up more than once in relation to pets already. Alright, 20,000. This one's harder to evolve than the vaccine. 1,000 bound feathers. Alright. Have a total of 100 sick pets. Oh, okay. Fine. And your wind element. Okay. Here, have some clones. I take that back. You fought your clones. There you go. You fought one. Good job. Okay, let's see. Ba-dun-dun-dun. Let's see. So much to do, as always. But we're going to talk about overflow, because that's what we're really here for. So, looking at these, the gem cap has a ridiculous price tag. And I actually find it surprising just how expensive this is. Considering the diminishing returns and the amount of effort you have to put with each point in the gems, I was wondering if their cap would ever be increased, but wow, that's expensive. The cheapest one over here is Power Surge, which does seem like a good investment. Some of these I'm not crazy about, but the Black Hole one, the top one, seems like a particularly good investment. If you've completed all the challenges, you'll be taking them, you'll probably be doing longer runs, and this one seems pretty good to me. But of course, you probably know exactly which two are the ones that I really, really want. V2 Auto Kill Might and Crystal Power. Okay, the Gem Gain and some of the others seem okay too, but a lot of these are, but no, I want this one. I want this one a lot. Actually, I might not need this one at all, because my next goal is probably going to be to increase my clone count a lot, and then it won't be too hard. But I do want it, and I want this one intensely, and it's cheap. Most of these are 7s. But, you know, I'm surprised he didn't find a way to make them all 7s somehow. Oh yeah, I should mention a thing. I don't remember reading it in the description. I must have missed it. But there's a thing we have to show. That's kind of cool. Oh wait, I don't have crystals right. You get fractional crystals. Like it used to be, oh, I am 1 crystal short of making a tier 15 making 2 tier 15 crystals. Well, I only get 1 tier 15 crystal. But now it gives you fractional things of the higher crystals, which I'm pretty sure you can't use them, but the fractional pieces can't be equipped, but it helps immensely smooth out the curve on making high-end crystals. You can just make your high-end crystals more often without worrying about wasting so much material. I don't know if I'm making any sense at all. I wish I could show you right at this moment, but I can't. Anyway, it's a good thing. I like it. There's a few other good things that have come up. And a very bad thing over here. How will I know when you're sick? Do I have to find it written somewhere in your description? You'll probably just stick a thingy on the thingy somewhere. I guess I only need to make 100 of them sick and then cure them. It's going to take a while to get you to 20,000. I did it too soon. I should have waited. I don't know how quickly it spreads from one to another, though. Anyway, we'll get the 100 sick pets. We'll cure them. It'll be fine. So the same pets can be sick over and over again. That's worrying when a virus can do that. If the same pets can get sick over and over again, then the vaccine might not work. But anyway, whatever. Game mechanics are game mechanics. We're almost to a Magic Hammer 20. We're almost ready to evolve the book. Actually, we're not, because its requirements, that's a lot of divinity and suns. I don't know, man. Thinking about it, actually, it's probably not that big a deal, because I have a crap ton of these. I'll just need to do one long run, which probably will be the overflow run. One long run, build up a crap ton, and then just spam these each day, 50 a day, looking for those doublings. I am slowly running down on those. Anyway, we get the doublings, and then we, evolve the book. And then I probably will give the book, I have a spare pot I've had for a while, just lying around. Oh, whoops, I need to equip that on someone. Somewhere. Yeah, this thing. I mean, it's only S1 plus 10. It's kind of junk, but I have it. I prepared it most of the way a long time ago. And it's definitely going to go to... We have somebody who it's going to belong to, and I need to upgrade it for. She's going to want that to make the vaccines quickly. I'll probably actually trade pots with somebody else. But, yeah, we need to polish this thing up. We can make it 2.5, almost 3 times better. So we should do that. Mostly we've just been plussing up random gear because we've got a lot of work in that regard just to bring everything to a nice 10. So, yeah. At the moment, this guy's just forging new gear. You saw I have a thing to equip on someone. I want to fill out everyone's equipment so that they've got... really, my ideal is plus 10 third tier gear... plus 10 tier 3 gear for all. All who are actually adventuring. That's my goal. So, we need to do that. But I definitely want to do an overflow challenge. You can see I'm not perfectly efficient at these. As always. As I always say. But, I'm still kind of proud of getting one under 10 hours. If only I could do it even faster. Nah, if only I could just be consistent about this number. Because then I always spend like an hour or maybe even 2 hours. This time it's going to be an hour and a half. Afterwards, just using my clones to build up and grab a bunch of ball points and stuff. Ball power. I've been buying light clones again. I've been pushing it up, because I have so many resets. I've been pushing it up until it says 8 ball power before resetting. So, you know. Or light clones, so that's nice. And I've been straight up ignoring these guys. It's okay. We'll get to them. I really think I should get another 20 million shadow clones before going all in on this. Yeah. We'll get there. I suppose I'll knock this out now. Boop boop. This is a lot. This represents a crap ton of divinity. So I'm, you know, I want to build up the generator before I start the crystal thing, but you definitely make an argument that I should start making the crystals right now. Which do you want more, divinity or crystal power? Okay, I've talked myself into it. Nah, 200's couldn't be good enough. We got an hour from now another load coming in, and of course we've got these coming in. We'll get plenty of divinity. I should just make crystals. Alright. Who would have thought? All along she's been a new age crystal healing person. The green crystal actually does provide healing power. Yeah. I've had some friends that were back years ago that were into stuff like that. Green lights to promote healing in their houses and stuff. Hey, you know, whatever you want to do. It's not hurting anybody. If that's your thing, go for it. I'm more of a science kind of guy myself, but whatever. Alright. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, hey, look. This must be our first case. So... Oh, okay, there it is. 1 growth per hour. Discrepancy. Wait, no, actually, that's not a discrepancy. Because what it says is it loses 0.33 growth per hour for each stat, which adds up to losing 1 growth per hour. So, okay. Alright. I could cure it, but we want it to spread. We want to spread it, because that's the only way we can eventually get to the vaccine. Om nom nom. Well, that made you significantly more powerful. Now its exact value is 6.66. I made it even more 666y somehow. Okay. It's a bit weird, but alright. Okay, so let me see. Alright, let's see. I'm just gonna make my usual moves here. Cat. Yeah. I was AFK a little too long here. I'm just gonna do this a little bit. Then I need to spend a little time power surging and building monuments, and then... I don't know. I think we've got the crystals largely done at this point. Oh, I need to beat all these stupid things. Man. I wish I didn't have to deal with them ever anymore, but alas, I'd have to add another, like, hour or something to get them auto-killed. That's a stupid waste of time. So, anyway. Our first case. How quickly will you spread? How do you spread? I don't even know how you spread. It says it spreads from pet to pet. Do I just... I guess I was lucky and it happened within the first hour. There's no countdown to show when the next infection chance hits. I wonder if it can infect itself. Or do you think that... Wait a minute, maybe it's just treated as though it's always contagious, and they're all... Maybe it's a 5% chance it'll spread to another random pet for each pet who has it? Or maybe it's, that they have to be together on campaigns or in dungeons for it to spread between them. I need to make more of these. I need to have 750 to evolve the, vaccine lady. I've got a major overflow on bound feathers, though. No worries there. Wish I had more things that wanted to eat feathers. Look, if I just cover some of you in feathers, can we pretend you're birds and count that as an evolution? Please? You could have a soft, downy feathers inside your box. Inside your box, for that matter. We have a lot of boxes over here. The next one should just be a cardboard box, and the evolution should be Solid Snake lifting the box up a little. Alright. Alright, so I just collected my campaigns, and it doesn't look like it's spread to any of the people he was in the dungeon with, so it's not who you're hanging around. Does it just spread 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Like, is it just going to spread down the line? Or maybe it spreads based on where they're positioned in your... No, because you can sort... If I sorted them differently, would it spread differently? Need more data. Not enough data points. Alright, well... Every second I leave it like this, well, every hour I leave it like this, my stats are being drained. I should have waited. It's alright though, I got cures. Should I let it spread? I want to see how it spreads. I want to know how this thing moves and behaves. I'm such a caring pet owner. Alright, anyway, let me see. Having to give up some of the TP to just rush these, get my divinity quicker. Anyway, let's just set all this up as per the usual. Uh-oh. You're running low on supplies. I used to have so many phoenix feathers. I may have to push my difficulties down. As you can tell, I'm still swapping things around in here to train different pets in this. My next one that I'm going to want to train is Santa, and I'm probably going to stop running the fire dungeon for a bit when I do that and run the scrapyard instead. But, anyway, how's the book doing? Oh, you're so close to being ready to evolve. Not that I'm in a position to actually evolve you at this second, but anyway, let me see. Hold up. 11 minutes. Cool. 30 minutes. Cool. So this should get me to shift into the next stage and make the black hole in its upgrade and all that. So, alright then. Alright, so I've been watching this, and it's been going linearly. It's just been going down the list. So there are two things that I want to try. First, I want to second, I want to sort them differently. First, let's try something What happens if I cure? I'm just kind of grabbing random ones out of here. We'll go ahead and cure 3 in a row. That should give me a good data point. So the question is it going to go frog, chicken, rabbit, dog, you know, and so forth, or is the snake going to infect the shark while the mouse infects? Okay, we can't really tell who's going to infect who, but like, is it going to have to go linearly and reinfect the frog first and then the chicken, or is it going to jump to the shark and keep going down the line while these guys fill in as well? Or what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Is it just going to keep going in order? And how do you infect a black hole? Anyway, yeah, we're going to come back and we're going to see how this goes. How exactly things spread through the pet community. Here we go, items. Tons of cure, so, you know, no worries there, but it does bug me that we're constantly losing growth. I don't like that. Hey look, the book crossed 50,000! Just in time to get sick and have it get sucked backwards. You're all coughing up icky black stuff from your lungs up there. Sorry, I need you to infect more pets. Can't cure you yet. Oh, let me see. We've gotten to 12. We're 12% of the way done. So actually, it's not even going to take very long to get this done. I really should have waited. It's going to take longer to get this thing to grow to the level where I can evolve it than it will to infect everyone. But once we reach a certain point, I'll just try to keep everyone cured. Poor Martin. Alright then. Oh hell, I'm going to make this part extra big. There you go. 5 in a row. That should give me a clear data point right there. If the shark gets infected before all of these guys do, then we'll know. And then, of course, I can sort pets differently. That may or may not affect the path. The path might always be related to who's here. But if it's dependent on how you sort them, and they can spread out from any point, then just shuffling them will cause them all to make each other, you know, yeah. Yeah, anyway, I think you understand what I'm saying. Either that or I'm just babbling incomprehensibly, which is all I do all day in front of the camera anyway, so, you know. You're probably used to it by now. Second to last one. There we go. The all-important number 40 to open up my assembly matrix. And we're halfway there. I'm actually not going to get a ton of tier 3 materials out of this. I used to take pet stones back when those mattered. Those used to be the most valuable things ever. And now I'm just like, pet stones. Do you think I'll just buy a bunch of garbage with them? I don't care. So, I'm inserting gems into the new equipment that I made. I still need, let me see. I need at least one more item. Let me see. And I believe 2 armors. And everyone will have stuff. And we'll want to insert gems in them all. But they'll all be tier 3 too, so, you know, that's good. Yeah. at some point I want to focus on just these guys' gear, and I think I've been thinking seriously about changing some of them out, possibly. There's other pet teams that might perform better in there, but these are mostly just my, look at these are just my highest level, most powerful things for the most part. It's only the slime and the penguin that I'm really questioning their value. I'd like to get the slime and the penguin into this team, but it's difficult because you have to have 2 neutrals and you have to have a rogue and you have to, you know, all that stuff. Anyway. Alright, so as far as I can tell, it literally can't spread to anyone except in a linear fashion, starting here going this way. But there's one last piece of data that I need. What if we sorted by a different metric? Now everything's all mixed up. So under the former thing, the octopus was next on the chopping block. And the other question is, does it spread faster the more people who are infected? Because really the coolest thing would be if every infectious thing were spreading to those around it, but I don't think that's how this is going to work. Pretty sure it doesn't work that way. But it might still go linearly starting here with the elephant now. We'll just have to see if the octopus gets it next. But that would mean that that would mean that basically just it starts with a mouse, and the mouse is always going to be the one losing stat points if it doesn't spread, if the sorting here doesn't change it. But the other question is, does having more infected things make it spread faster, or is it just at a set rate as long as at least one is infected? So we'll just have to see what happens now. We'll just have to see what happens. If the octopus gets it next, we'll know it doesn't matter how I sort. It probably doesn't matter how I sort it, but we'll see. I wonder, for a lot of players who don't keep it in the default sorting, for a lot of players, they might not have even realized that it was moving in a linear fashion. You would have to have been sorted in default to see that, unless, of course... We'll see. You know what? Let's not say anything else until we see what happens. We need this last data point, and then we'll know exactly how this thing moves. More or less. We'll still not know exactly the infection rates, but, you know. Also, we are currently up to 20. Alright, I am very surprised, but it turns out, yeah, if I shift the order, it shifts who gets sick first. It got the elephant, not the octopus. So, I have the power to control who gets sick and who gets well. So, obviously, the default is not the best way to go about this. Now, I don't really want my elephant to be losing stats. He's one of my stars, as is the cat, as is the dragon. No, what I'd really prefer is if the crafting sorts were up first. So let's see. You know, if we were divided into parties, it would be spreading through the parties, and that would make a lot more sense. Alright, let me see. Let's try class level. Should put... Darn, I was kind of hoping that would put the... Alright, because I sucked their levels away. No, how do I get... By class would start with the wizards. No. I wish the blacksmiths and alchemists to be at the front. Total growth, but I really don't want Undyne getting sick. Level. I could kind of control for that. Let's see. It's the opposite of what I want. Element class. Yeah, we already tried that. Activity? I'm not even sure exactly what that does. Darn it, I can't quite get it the way I want. I wish I could get it so that the blacksmiths and the alchemists would get sick first, but I don't really have a good way to go about that. So I suppose I could leave it on default. It does put a blacksmith in the... Oh no, actually you're a rogue now. Right, you're a rogue now. If only I could manually sort them. I could do it exactly how I want. Alright, well we don't want it to be the wizards. Nah. This does put an alchemist and a blacksmith early, at least. Can I get the corona up there? That one deserves to be sick. No. It'd be funny if I just made that thing constantly sick and nothing else. Oh well, I guess I'm just gonna go back to the default order because I don't have anything better. I'll cure this and that. So we've got 21% of the way there, and we've got a lot of time to get this done. So cure. Alright, we'll leave you 2. 3. And it should spread around again, and we'll just periodically cure. We'll leave these 3. We don't care about these 3. Maybe I should have let it go as far as the octopus. I'm not sure. Because that's the only data point I do not have, is how fast does it spread in relation to the number who have it. I don't think I really need that data point. It spreads fast enough. We'll get the 100 cured, and then we'll just try to keep everyone cured until we can get the vaccine. So, I don't know if we needed even more confirmation on this, but it definitely starts here and works this way. Nobody is spreading anything. It just starts here and works across. I had somebody say that they are supposed to spread to those that are adjacent to them, which would be a lot more interesting than what we've got happening, but hey, all I can say is what I have been observing, and it's just going linearly. This is actually 8 hours, which it only managed to spread like 2 of them, well, 3 of them counting the mouse. So the mouse got sick first again, then the frog, then Cupid. I guess I should just leave it alone and let it spread, and we might as well just get to 100 cases and get this over with, and then I can just keep everyone clear as much as possible. Vaccine is almost fully charged. We're ready to start charging up Corona now, so might as well just get the sick done. There's no mechanic for it to get stronger by making people sick or anything. At least not so far as I can tell. It's just an adventure. Oh, that's a... Oh, ooh. Is that what we're looking at, is it? Huh. For hands. Usually I see Corona-chan depicted as having hair with the thing in it. But anyway, whatever. And then you can evolve. into an alchemist. Oh, that's kind of cool. You can evolve into an alchemist and cure everyone forever. You'll have to make a lot of cures, though. Anyway. I don't like that it's eating my permanent stats like it is. I don't like that. I don't like it. I should just leave it alone. Anyway. We're on the final black hole challenge, and we are 5.5 hours away from completing the entire category. And yeah, that'll get me a bunch of Divinity Gain boost points and all. And then we will give an Overflow challenge a try. Yeah, and we'll probably try to evolve the book at the same time, because the book is ready to go. Now that'll be cool. I'll actually be really happy to have the book evolved, because it can be anything it wants to be, anytime it wants to be, and that's awesome. Yeah. And here it comes. The end of this obnoxious challenge. Seriously, it was a cool challenge until you had to do it over and over and over and over. But now it's done. All right. Boop, boop, boop. Yes. Yes, I do. Multiple times. Okay, there we go. We're up to 15%. So, nice. Next up, we're going to try our first Overflow challenge. And I'm pretty sure I'm just going to put them into Crystal Power. There's nothing here that's really going to help me when I'm doing Reset GP challenges, unfortunately. I mean, maybe the Creation stats or the Power Surge, but no, not really, no. So I might as well just take the Crystal Power, because that's the one I should just take it. I should just take what I want. Just sitting on this. It's ready to go anytime. So, an Overflow challenge. Now I note the Overflow challenge doesn't take into account anything for P-balls defeated. It doesn't really matter how high my multipliers are, because that's not even being factored in. So, I'm just going to go over here and I'm just going to swat these. I'm not going to wait to try to milk the extra divinity out of them. I'm just going to get the crystals rolling now. Anyway, I have completed it. There is only... Well, I mean, I guess I can never finish this category now. Good grief, even if you were every 6 hours, this would still take you like... Let's see, 3 a day, 6, 12, 8, okay, well, potentially 4 a day, but you have to sleep, but let's pretend you could do 4 a day, alright? 40 would be 10 days, 100 days, is that 2,000 days? Yeah, you ain't finishing this challenge. This category is now eternal. But I can still do the Space Dim. And then I've got these to do. And then I could have finished pretty much everything in these categories. I've also been thinking about the day challenges. Tackling them again. Particularly the No Divinity challenge. Since I pushed my creation count and creation speed up, I'm actually going to push my creation speed up a little more, as I've talked about before, to make that the even 150. So yeah, I might want to do another No Divinity challenge. And then from there, we can tackle these. I wonder how much faster I can bring them down now. Still nowhere near the 50% that they cap for the UPCs. Nowhere near that. Almost finished our magic hammer. Creation speed's really the bigger deal when you're, because that helps you get your shadow clones built up faster. Build speed's important. Generally, build speed's the more important stat, but when you're resetting GP, I think creation speed's the bigger deal. And I do have a bunch of feathers. I might just try to push all of this. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway. Boop, doop, doop, boop, boop, boop. Alright, so let's start setting up for this. First things first. Oh, here, you guys can have that. First things first. Boo, 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 boo. Because this is one of the metrics, and I'm not particularly desperate to have build speed anymore. I like the focus amplifier the most, but it's not going to be online at first. But we'll get to it pretty quick, I guess. I don't know. I do like controlled entropy, too. Let's just do it like this. Fine, whatever. Just try to get as many levels as possible. The diminishing returns and all that, it's probably best just to do it like this. And not, it's not like they're gonna get that many more levels. Alright. Now you... Wait a sec. Hold up. I need to assassinate something. Should have waited a little bit on this. I don't think I can beat this one anyway. Oh, right. Buy more. Boo-doo-doot. Okay. Come on, 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 come on. Come on! Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Boop. Okay. Are we strong enough yet? No. We are not. That is fine. Challenges. The Overflow Challenge. No, it's not. The crystals aren't going to get any high level. I checked. You are mistaken, game. Okay. And crunch. Boop. Oh man, I can distribute so many so easily from the start. I'm not limited to 1,000 clones. It's amazing. It's so liberating. From the very moment we begin, we have power. Just instantaneous. Oh. Ah, I've missed this. Alright, so about an hour and a half in, we'll be able to dive down a few more stages into this. Yeah. For the meantime, hey look, my stats. Oh, 0.05 added to my creation speed. So much power. Overwhelming power. All mine. So anyway, okay, let's see. Things we want to do. Definitely definitely turn those on. I do not know exactly how difficult it's going to be to get to E25 or what? No, 27. How much do you want? How much do you want to evolve? Where's that book? Let's see. Yeah, E27 Divinity. I don't know how hard that's going to be to do, but you know what? I'm pretty sure I've got it in the bag because I just have so many lucky draws. So we're going to want to bring up the Divinity Generator to absurd levels, first of all. I might even just spend a day building it up. Actually, the first thing I'm probably going to do is get Power Surge up to an absurd level, and then just have that running constantly while we build up everything else. We'll use the gems will of course help our build speed when we come over to actually do this over here. Yeah. The pet multiplier, was it rebirth multiplier that you wanted? Pet multiplier. That's the only thing that the pets have that impact this is pet multiplier, which would mean running the multiplier challenges, which I'm gonna keep doing item camps. I have reasons. All right then. My pets, they need their TP. So, how far can we get with this? How many overflow points will we earn? How long will it take to evolve a stupid book? Alright, you overdue library book. We're gonna power you up. Well, that was intensely fast. Look at this. All the way down to Gundam now. The otter next in line. I'm really curious to see if Corona can make itself sick, but at the same time, with what it's done in less than 24 hours, I really don't have to worry about reaching 100. That should be easy. I want to just cure all of this, but I actually am entirely too curious. Let's see if it infects itself. Let's see if the coronavirus can get the coronavirus. Okay, anyway, let's see. So, you can see I've spent some time power surging while the crystals built up before coming back to this. Okay, so we need to evolve this book. What we need is to get to E27, right? As well as 2 billion suns. Well, the 2 billion suns actually seems like it'll be incredibly easy. I'm only not doing it right now because we're trying to build up divinity, but that actually doesn't seem too hard. Considering how quickly I could get to 1 million. Yeah, we'll set that up before long. I've just been letting it make planets for the meantime because they're relatively cheap. As weird as that is to say. And eventually we'll want to make galaxies and stuff. Okay, so E27. We are at, depending on how you want to count things, we're at basically E23, right? So we basically have to go up by 4 orders of magnitude. Now, doublings that come from these, every 3 doublings would bring me up an order of magnitude. So that's 4, 8, that's about wait. Hold on a second. How many doublings is it? Let's see, double, 3 per order. Yeah, about 12 doublings is what I need, I estimate. Which, considering that they're about 2.6, it's about 1 in. I don't have enough doublings if I were to start now. which is fine. I'm only like 18 hours in, but it's going to become more and more difficult as we climb higher and higher. Also, it takes a day to open these. So, yeah, to open 50, I mean. So, you know, that too. But I'm just not going to start doing those yet. And lastly, this is going to take me, like, what, a week? So I definitely need to cure everyone. I have to know. Can it infect itself? Inquiring minds want to know. I suppose I could sort pets differently, but at this point, considering the absurd contagiousness and that there's only 5 left, why even bother? It's like, yeah, just finish the job, all right? No, I gotta turn this off and go back to some way that the numbers make sense again, right? No, actually, I totally understand. Like, it's a much cleaner way to look at all the numbers. But who wants to play the game in a clean and orderly manner that makes sense? Losers, that's who! We want things to make no sense, 'cause then it's fun. Alright, anyway, let's see. So, I wish it would tell me how many overflow points I'd get from pushing finish. I wish it would just show me how many I've earned so far, because I'm curious. And I want to see, like, 16 hours, 18 hours would be like, I don't know, 20 points, and then I come back 10 hours later and be like, oh, that was, see the actual diminishing of the returns and all that. Though actually we're not really pushing the overflow value right now, we're just pushing everything into the divinity generator. Yeah. At some point, we're going to go in and spend a whole bunch of time on this. Then we're going to turn Power Surge on full bore, and we're going to put however many need to go into here to keep this going. Of course, we'll need to push capacity up at some point. And, yeah. I think it would be best if I could get 2 orders of magnitude stronger before I start opening these. 15 chocolates, not bad. Of course, the 1 hours of divinity are nice too. I'm not even trying to factor those in. The next campaign, I'm going to do another 12-hour campaign with all 3 of them. And after collecting this one and then the one after it, I'm estimating basically a day and a half in will be the time to start opening the lucky draws in lots of 50. But I won't be sure until we actually get there. We'll see. They're eating my stats. You know what? This thing should be receiving all the stat points that it devours from everyone else. Actually, I probably mentioned this, I thought a while ago of a Halloween pet that was just a vampire. Every time you would feed it, it would go and it would feed off of one of your pets, stealing their growth points. I don't think it'll ever happen, but, it was an idea. But yeah, no, this thing should become more powerful through spreading its infection, right? That's how it should work. But nah, it just goes on growth campaigns. They're all sick because of it. They're all sick and getting weaker, and they're still helping it helping teach it and train it. They're an awfully friendly and just kind group of creatures, aren't they? Oh, you're literally filling our lungs with black ick, and it's horrible. Here, let's teach you how to be stronger. Let's give you a helping hand. So, I was like ready to cure everybody. By the way, the answer is no. Apparently the coronavirus can't infect itself because it hasn't, still. And then I discovered that my cures were missing, and it was driving me crazy. Like, did they expire? What happened? Where are all my cures? And I couldn't figure out what had happened. Where were they? And then I finally found that instead of antidotes, I had given my groups the cures. So then I come to end my dungeon runs. I'm like, why are we doing so badly? Oh my gosh, everyone died in the mountain? What? Or not the mountain, wait, was... Everybody died on one of the missions, and there's like a bunch of deaths and stuff, like, you know, a bunch of extra used phoenix feathers, and I'm like, what just happened? And then, yeah, they didn't have their antidotes, which I need to make more of, actually. Now everyone's busy making these. Anyway, 85 are done. At this point, I can just try to keep this done. I wish there was a cure-all button. So from this point on, we're just going to try to get rid of these as much as possible. It was really bugging me. I couldn't figure out what happened to the cures, because like, I know I have 100+ of these things. Where'd they go? I was seriously wondering if they had an expiration, because I couldn't find anything in-game on it, so I was very confused. But now we know. So, everybody's feeling better. And we're going to try to keep this thing to an absolute minimum henceforth. Yeesh. And so right now we're probably making all the cures that we're going to need. I hope. Oh my gosh, how many times do I have to do this? What do I have? 55 pets or something? I wonder if I put Corona at the very front, if that would prevent anyone from getting sick, since apparently she can't, and it spreads linearly. Nah, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't work. Pretty sure that one won't fly. Anyway, yeah, we definitely need more medical supplies. Antidotes, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Anyway. Other than that, things are going along swimmingly. Corona's rapidly growing, and the divinity is building up. Building up. I suppose I could just spend a whole bunch of GP now. If I were willing to spend 50, I could more than double the divinity on hand. So, may or may not do a short run with everybody in divinity. Probably not, because that would cut into my special earnings from the item camps. But I'm thinking about it. Anyway. This is what I was talking about the partial crystal thing, which is really nice and didn't used to be a thing. So, I can go ahead and just upgrade whenever I want without fear that I'm wasting a ton of crystals, which was always the problem before. So that's nice. It's nice. Not sure how far I should really push this, but I figure I'll just let it run for another 9 hours and then make a decision of what we're gonna do from there. I joke about spending GP, but I'm actually kind of serious about it. I might actually do that before ripping into these packs. You know? I might. 50 GP isn't that expensive. Not anymore, not at this point in the game. So, I mean, you know, why not?